don't want to interrupt this track because it's so amazing. Adnan Sami there, Tera Chera, playing here on Drivetime. But we're going to have the man who's behind that very track here on my show. And I'm so excited about this because it was actually going to be on my show last month, but there was some kind of technical fault with that due to reception where Adnan G was. But I have got him here. Now, as you've been hearing here on Sabras Radio, there's a massive show that is taking place here in Leicester, in your very city, on the 17th of March, of course, presented by Colours TV in association with Sabras Radio, and it's been brought to you by Spectrum Events. I'm talking about Adnan Sami live in concert on the 17th of March at the De Montfort Hall. Let's say good afternoon and good evening to Adnan G, who joins me live actually from Germany. Adnan G, hello to you.
Hello, Raj. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. And do you know what? I'm even more excited. A, because I'm talking to you now. And B, because you're going to be here in a matter of days, in a matter of weeks, in fact, you're going to be here in Leicester.
I think I'm more excited than you because, you know, I just love, I love performing in the UK, especially my memories of performing in Leicester have always been tremendous.
Adnan G,
the crowd is always so warm, so full of love. It's just wonderful.
In fact,
and a big shout out to all the people in Leicester.
You got it, yeah. But you know what, you're saying Leicester like that, but it's been 4 years. I mean, itna time kyun? Why have you taken so long to return to the city?
It's laziness.
Oh. What? I'm sure not you.
Jokes apart. No, it's just, you know, it's sometimes, you know, you're in such a roller coaster ride that you don't realize that it's been so many days or years. You know, for me, it seems almost as if it was yesterday that I'd come to Leicester. But then when I start counting the you know, the actual days, I just suddenly realize that I'm saying, oh, bad form. I should have been there before.
Indeed. You know, even though we've had lots of your tracks in between, we'll talk about some of the Bollywood projects in between. But it's just having a live artist, you know, someone of your caliber here in the city is just something different because, you know, you're an amazing performer on stage. I mean, in terms of singing, in terms of the music, just the whole setup of the show is just amazing. So can you tell us about the kind of, you know, what we can expect if I was buying a ticket for your show?
Well, you know, Raj, as you said, you know, I'm an extremely
creative,
live kind of a performer in the sense that you know, I believe that the true essence of music is something that is created apart from it being sort of slightly rehearsed, but the true fun is when you're also creating on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when I'm performing, I'm feeding off my audience, and there are times when I start doing things which I've never done before on stage, and I can only do that because I've got fantastic musicians who are live with me, and they are able to sort of suddenly go off onto a tangent with me, and that is something that sort of is unique for every performance. Now, for example, I might end up doing something. There are times when I suddenly do something on stage and I say the next morning, hey, that was wonderful. What the hell happened there? You know? And everybody was like, what happened to you that time? And I was like, yeah, that was great. Let's do that again. And then it never happens again, you know?
Yeah.
And that's something unique which the audience takes back with them, and sometimes it's something that will never be repeated. And that's always exciting for us because, you know, I mean, there are so many songs that we, like, for example, you just played Tera Chehra. Now, for example, Tera Chehra, I mean, a concert will be incomplete without singing it. Now, every time I sing Tera Chehra, I mean, I love the song. It's my own song. It's my own creation. But the thing is that, you know, every time and again, for me as an artist, also, I wanted to have a certain amount of freshness for me as well, so that I continue to enjoy playing it on stage. And that's when the live element comes in, because every time I might do something different, and that's what keeps it fresh for me.
Indeed.
And I think that it's very important for me to enjoy myself in order to give you enjoyment.
Yeah.
But having said that, I mean, you know, I've always had a situation where, you know, I mean, apart from some of my usual songs, which, you know, the classics or whatever that you want to call them, there are a lot of people that want to hear other songs that I've done from my albums, which sometimes get ignored because of time restraints or whatever. But I'm going to try and, you know, pack in some songs which I haven't done in the past, to try and fulfill some requests, or maybe do a big medley of some of the songs that I've ignored, maybe unfairly, in the past performances from the albums and maybe from the films as well.
Yeah. No, you mentioned, I mean, how spontaneous you are when it comes to performing live. I mean, you have to kind of have that interactiveness with the crowd. So as you mentioned there, if there's a certain request by, one of the audience participators, would they be able to kind of request a song and say, you know what, I want to hear this one, Adnanji. Can you play that for us? Can you do that live for us? Is that going to be something possible for you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's always fun. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'll just goof it up, right?
I'm sure not. No. But
then, I mean, come on. I mean, it's all fun. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, sometimes something interesting comes out,
Yeah.
Well, of course, if somebody wants to make a request and if we're able to put it in, I'd love to do that. We are there because of you. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's what we're there for. We're there to play music for you, and to this is my way of saying thank you.
Yeah. No. And
through music.
Adnanji, you mentioned, of course, you've been around the world, done so many shows around the world, hundreds and hundreds of them. Is there a particular song that you always get requested to kind of play on stage? Is there one that you say enjoy the most performing on stage?
There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them, really. I mean, whether it's Bigi Bigi Raaton Mein or Aapse Tera Chehra or Lift Kara De now, I mean, Bhardo Jodi. So there are a lot of songs. There are a lot of songs out there which people would definitely expect me to sing, and I always, nothing gives me greater pleasure than to oblige.
Yeah, and there's even some of the Bollywood ones, or the older ones. I mean, there's a Shorma Shah Shore I was listening to the other day, the song in that, and even more recently, like Sultan. There's been quite a vast of them. I'm sure you'll be playing them on the night as well. You'll be singing some of them on the night.
Yes, of course. I'll be singing. I will be doing Bhardo Jodi, of course, from Bajrangi Bhaijaan. I will be doing a lot of some of my film songs as well, and there'll be a whole cross section of things that I'm planning to do. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some of the rare, slightly obscure songs, and which I've not done before, from some of my other albums as well. But I mean, I'll definitely be doing requests and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun.
It's a good night.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's good, and it's like I said, 4 years it's been since. Since you last came down, Leicester City have also won the Premiership rather. You need to come and kind of back the Leicester football team as well when you're here, and maybe even sing a song for Leicester City.
I'd love to. It'd be an honor.
That's brilliant.
If I'm asked to, I'd love to.
Yeah. And before you go, you need to give us a bit of a teaser as well, Adnanji. So maybe do one of your songs here on the radio for me?
कभी तो नजर मिलाओ, कभी तो करीब आओ, जो नहीं कहा है, कभी तो समझ भी जाओ. लेस्टर, हम भी तो हैं तुम्हारे, दीवाने हो दीवाने.
Wow. I love that. Leicester in there. I can't wait. You have really, really excited us. I can't wait for it. 17th of March is when you're going to be here. Have you got a final message for all your fans out there? And maybe just kind of ask them. I mean, because there's some of them that haven't bought tickets yet and they're still waiting. But wait, kyun karna hai? Buy the tickets. Abhi isi waqt. What's your take on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my message to all of you is to listen. You know what? Don't wait for the last minute. Buy your tickets now. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
And be there. I'm going to be there.
Adnanji, you are currently in Germany. Are you there for work, or are you just there to take a bit of a break?
I'm a little bit of both. My wife is from Germany, from Munich, and so we're just sort of visiting. I needed to take a little bit of time out because I'm also in the middle of composing, so I just needed to take a little bit of a break because I'm sort of composing for my next project. Ooh. So I needed a little bit of space.
Yeah, that's good. So it seems like you're so near yet so far, because Germany is just about an hour away from us. But you'll be closer to us on the 17th of March, so looking forward to catching up with you then.
Absolutely.
And we'll do a full-on interview then, all right? Thank you so much, Adnanji.
Absolutely. You take care, Raj. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
My love to Leicester.
Love back at you. There you go. That's Adnan Sami G, who will be live in concert on the 17th of March. Of course, presented by Colours in association with Sabras Radio. It's brought to you by Spectrum Events. It's going to be a massive show. 17th of March at the De Montfort Hall. Tickets are available. Let me tell you, Radio Superstores, Prashant Barnhouse, Shah Barnhouse, and also demontforthall.co.uk, and of course the box office. All right, so that's the De Montfort Hall box office. You can get your details from our website as well, and also you get details on our Facebook, and you can call us in the reception. We'll give you details for that. That's Adnan Sami G live on the 17th of March. It's going to be one incredible show. Right on the way for you next. Keep it here. Some more feel-good tracks after this.
Leicester Tigers sponsor Drive Time on Sabras. Leicester Tigers now booking for Asian weddings, parties and functions with your selected caterer. Call 0116 2171 264 for details.